Hello, my dear learners. How are you all doing? Welcome to Skillfident with your mentor Namita. And the festivities have almost begun in India. With Raksha Bandhan around the corner, we are going to celebrate a lot of festivals like Janamashtami, Ganpati, Navratras, Dashara, Diwali. So it is officially the festival season. And in India, not even a single festival is complete without consumption of sweets. We all love having sweets, don't we? And every region, every festival has its own specific sweet. So you have to tell me which one is your favorite sweet. Mine is Imarti. Which one do you like the most? Please let me know in the comment section below. So I thought of coming up with some sweet idioms for all of you. That is why this is going to be the sweetest session on Skillfident till now. We are going to learn some idioms which talk about sweets, how you can use them, their meanings, examples, everything, so that you can also upgrade your speaking skills by using these idioms in your day-to-day conversations. The very first idiom is have a sweet tooth. Now, if someone has a sweet tooth, it means they love cookies, candies, chocolates, and the Indian mithais, as we already talked about. Basically, they like anything which is sweet. And when we say it is sweet, it means it is a kind of food that contains sugar, something which is made up of sugar. And here we also use jaggery. So something which is sweet is loved by those people who have a sweet tooth. I have a sweet tooth. What about you? How many of you do have a sweet tooth? I would love to know. Okay, now let's talk about some examples. Suppose there is a teacher in your college or in your school who always hide some sweets, so you know that this person loves sweets. So what you can say, our maths teacher has a sweet tooth. He always keeps chocolate bars in his desk drawers for emergencies. Or if there is a friend of yours who loves to buy a lot of sugary things, then you can say, every time Shania goes downtown, she goes to a candy store. That girl has a real sweet tooth. How are you going to use sweet tooth in a sentence? You can try making a sentence of your own. Let's move on to the second sweet idiom. Be short and sweet. Now, being short and sweet means to be brief but effective. It can be meetings, a class, any get-together, a session, being short and sweet. Basically something which is pleasant but not lasting for a long time. So we use this idiom to be short and sweet. When I'll give you some examples, it will be completely clear to you. Let's have a look. Now, sometimes in your office, there can be a situation when in the second half, a meeting immediately just pops up and you are about to leave the office. So in such a situation, you can say, it's almost 5. So let's keep this meeting short and sweet. Another way of using short and sweet in a sentence can be, whenever I give presentation at school, I always try to keep it short and sweet so that no one gets bored. So this is how we use short and sweet. Try making one sentence of your own and note it down in your notebook. Let's move on to the next idiom. Be sweet on someone. Now, when you are sweet on someone, it means you like them or you think that they are attractive. So when you have those special feelings for someone, then you're trying to be sweet on them. Using it in a sentence can be a little tricky. Like, I think Ria is sweet on you. You should ask her out. Sheila wants to go back to the restaurant on the main street tonight. I think she's sweet on the new manager. So being sweet on someone is a very good way. If you want to upgrade your skills, try using it more often in your sentences. Let's move on to the next idiom. The sweet smell of success or victory. We can use it with both the sweet smell of success or the sweet smell of victory. Now, when do we use it? It is actually the euphoric feeling of being successful. We use it in situations where we experience the pleasant feeling of success or being victorious. So, sweet smell of victory or sweet smell of success. We use it like this. Let's have a look at some of the examples. India enjoyed the sweet smell of victory after they won the World Cup. We can use it for Neeraj Chopra also. Another example can be, as the crowd cheered his acting performance, the actor could smell the sweet smell of success. This was going to skyrocket his career. So you can use the sweet smell of success for yourself also. Note down one sentence from your end.
The next idiom is in one's own sweet time. This means at one's own preferred pace without consideration for how it will affect others. A simple example can be, he always finishes the work, but in his own sweet time.
If at all you have taken a longer break during lunch, your boss might ask you, "It's after 2, Sanjeev. You took your own sweet time to get back from the lunch break. May I know why?" Something like this. Another way can be, "I worked really hard to get this project finished, but my boss sure took his own sweet time to thank me or give me any credit." So use this idiom in your own sweet time in a sentence. The next idiom is a very simple one. It is to be as sweet as honey or as sweet as sugar. Now, when we are saying this, it means something is very sweet. If someone or something is as sweet as honey or as sweet as sugar, it means we are saying that this person is very sweet. So, in the same way, they are sweet like honey or sugar. So, this is a very simple idiom and you can very easily put it in a sentence. Like if you have to introduce a new friend of yours to another group of friends of yours, then you can say, "You will love Nandita. She's smart and kind and sweet as honey." So this is very simple. Use it in one of your sentence and type it in the comments below. Let's move on to the next idiom, which is sweet deal. Now, the name only is telling you that we are talking about something which is good. A good deal. A deal or a transaction that is good for you. Then we use this idiom, sweet deal. Now, putting it up in a sentence is very simple. Like if I say, "I got a new car and I bought it from a leasing company and they gave me a sweet deal. It's only 2 years old, but it's half the original price." In the most simplest manner, you can say, "There is a sweet deal on Apple AirPods right now. You get a good discount if you buy them from Amazon." So sweet deal, you can use it for any good discount, any nice transaction. Let's move on to the next idiom. This one is my favorite one. Sweet nothings. If you have read any romantic novels or any love stories, you must have come across this phrase, sweet nothings. It means kind and flattering things that someone says to a romantic partner or someone that they love. So we say this, use this phrase, sweet nothings. How can we use it in a sentence? Let's have a look. He held her close and whispered sweet nothings in her ear. Karan's wife loves it when he tells her sweet nothings before she leaves for work. It's the perfect way to start your day. So if you are not in habit of saying sweet nothings to your beloved, start doing that now. The next one is keep somebody sweet. Now, keeping somebody sweet means to say or do pleasant things in order to keep somebody in a good mood, so that they will agree to do something for you. Basically, you're trying to flatter them, you're trying to say sweet things to them so that you can ask for a favor. Let's have a look at an example. You shall better keep her sweet if you want her to lend you money. How are you going to use this? Keep somebody sweet. Now this one is very interesting. Sweet talk. We use this phrase for a flattering speech. A flattering speech that is meant to influence someone to bring them to your side of an issue or an argument. So bringing someone to your side, you use sweet talk. Let's have a look at example. I didn't want to do it, but she sweet talked me into it. Listen to this example very carefully. Manish is good at sweet talking politicians to get big government contracts for his company. So sweet talk. Use this phrase in your sweet talks. Now here is this idiom called forbidden fruit is the sweetest. As the name is suggesting, there is something forbidden. So when something is not permitted or it is illegal, we want to do it even more because the forbidden fruit is the sweetest. If I have to put it in an example, I think this is the perfect example. Payal and her best friend's husband have been dating secretly for 3 months. They must not do it, but forbidden fruit is the sweetest, as they call it. Now in the end, let's talk about some very common expressions which we use here and there, but we don't really know why we use them. First one is home sweet home, and we use it quite often. This expression is used to show one's pleasure or the good feeling after returning home, especially after a long time away from home. So we always say when we come back to our home, we say home sweet home. I'm sure that this happens with you as well. When you come back after a week or so to your home, you always feel that nothing feels better than sleeping in your own bed after a business trip. Another such expression is sweet dreams. We always say this to people with a good night. Sweet dreams. Now we wish someone sweet dreams before they go to bed. We say it because we hope or we wish them some nice things in their sleep. That is when we say sweet dreams, like good night, I'm off to bed. Sweet dreams. Another such expression is sweet 16. Now why do we use sweet 16? This particular sweet expression is usually used for girls. So when a girl turns 16 years, we call it an occasion as sweet 16, that this girl has turned or she is now 16 years old. So we say sweet 16. Being 16 regarded as a characteristic age of prettiness and innocence in a girl. So you can use it in a sentence by saying, I remember I had a huge party with all my friends for my sweet 16. So this one is specifically used for girls. So how are these sweet idioms? What have you learned today? Try to use it, try to apply it in your everyday life. So only then your lessons are going to be permanent. Use this in the festivals that are coming ahead, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Till then, all the very best to you. Keep learning your English. Believe in self-learning. Bye-bye.